She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to your tarot card reading. This is a pick a card where we'll take a look to see what changes lie ahead for you. And I'm also opening up to allow information to come through as to how best to prepare for those changes, or what the purpose is that those changes will serve, how they'll help you. Whatever additional and deeper information that Spirit brings through is what I will deliver to you in this reading. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Also, if there's anything in this reading that you connect with or that resonates with you or that's helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. We'll be taking a look at changes within your overall energy, as well as love and romance, and money, career, and finances. And that also includes creative endeavors, okay? So I am going to go ahead and put up the screen for you to select your group, and I'll see you at your reading. Close your eyes and take a deep, cleansing breath. When you open your eyes, see which group you're most drawn to. If you need to, you can pause the video, but don't overthink it. Just go with what you feel. When you're ready, I'll see you at your reading. All right, group one, let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy and the changes that will occur there in the upcoming weeks or months. Okay, so you've got balance, power, and truth. I feel like there's going to be a shift of energy in your life regarding someone that you've been in a disagreement with, or somewhere where there's been conflict. There's going to be a restoration of truth. And this could be someone who has not been completely honest. I feel like there's going to be a revelation of what the true story is. I see a true story coming out, like someone's going to find out something that has been hidden for quite a while. And I feel like this is something that may have been causing some inner conflict or turmoil for you. And that's where you're going to come into that state of balance now, where you're going to be relieved that this has been revealed. This truth has been revealed, okay? This is going to put you in sort of a state of power, okay? So Divine is saying to make sure that you stay balanced with that, because yes, there is going to be truths, or there are going to be truths that are revealed, and justice will be served, okay? I see that happening, but you want to make sure that you remain steady. Like sometimes when you're in the winning spot, it becomes so easy to get in this celebration mode, and there will be reason to celebrate. But you want to sort of make sure that you're not spending too much time on the celebration where you get your focus away from what's really important to you for your future, okay? Because you've got a lot of wonderful things coming up for you in your future as well, so you don't want to spend too much time and energy focusing on this. But you definitely will be experiencing I feel like you're going to be really happy when this comes out, because it may be that people have seen you in a negative light, but you've been honest, you've been doing the very best that you could, and there's somebody in the situation that's been taking advantage. And I feel like you have felt like you were in the back seat, letting other people control things because you felt like you didn't know what to do or how to handle the situation. But now you're going to experience a sense of power that is very, it's going to add to your strength, and it's going to motivate you to move forward, okay? So, yes, and Oh my goodness. So you've got the Strength card. Okay, so that just confirms that Power card. Also the Empress. I feel like this situation could bring you some abundance, some prosperity. I feel like also for some of you, you have felt like your creative initiatives have been moving along a little bit like at a sluggish pace. Like you have wanted things to pick up the pace, and you're going to notice that. You're going to have a greater sense of your creativity, and you're going to see an abundant flow come about from your creativity, okay? Now with this Eight of Swords, that's what I see with that, like focusing on it a little bit too much, where you might get your eyes on the situation and then away from that Empress energy. So you want to make sure that you're focused on your creative talents, your creative gifts, as you experience this this change, this turnaround. Okay, it's like you're gonna feel like you're in the driver's seat, and so sometimes that can feel a little bit overwhelming, but you don't need to feel overwhelmed because you've got it. You've got it, and this is a gift, like from the universe, and also for the hard work that you've been putting in, where you're able to sort of fast forward and move beyond a lot of the things that have been clouding your judgment and weighing on you, because there's been a lot of unfairness, but things are going to be rectified. Okay? All right, so for love, what changes await you in love? Let's see. Ooh, devotion. I feel like somebody's stepping up their game. I feel like there's going to be more dedication, more like there's with your love relationship, with your romance, it's like someone has been there, they've been present, but they may not have made it clear to you how much you mean to them. They may not have even realized it. You know, sometimes people take us for granted. I feel like there may be someone who's been taking you for granted. And so what's going to happen is their eyes are going to be open as to your value and how beautiful and amazing you are, which I feel like they have overlooked these things in the past. And it may not have been out of treachery or anything like that. I feel like it's because they've been preoccupied. They may be focusing on their career, or focusing on their children, or focusing on an aspect of their life that's very important. I feel like they're a person who, like, they're naturally, they may like hyper focus on things, you know, where you pay a little bit too much attention. You want to be devoted, they want to be devoted, but they also sometimes get hyper focused on things. And so they only see that one particular thing, or focus on one thing at a time. So I feel like this is a result of patience that you have had with this relationship, and so you're going to see like the fruit of your labor, where you have been dedicated and willing to open up to this love, but you're going to get some very, like, it's long overdue, but it's recognition from them and devotion. Okay. All right, so you've got Queen of Wands to clarify for love. You've got Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords, and Temperance. Yeah, I feel like patience has played a major role in your love relationship lately. I feel like there's someone with this Queen of Wands, someone has been like super focused on work, because that Queen of Wands is very much about drive and ambition, and kind of like, I don't care who stands in my way, I'm going to do what I need to do. And so with Knight of Swords, I feel like they have sort of matured with their way of thinking, you know, because that's not page energy, that's Knight energy. So they've been in this relationship long enough to realize that they've been missing out on some things, and they've been overlooking some things about you. So they're going to start to see on a deeper level your worth, your incredible worth. And they're going to show, you're going to see signs of more appreciation, more investment from them, okay? The Six of Swords is what indicates that change. So with Six of Swords, we're going from one place to another. This could also indicate like a literal move where you're moving in together, or if you've been in a long distance relationship, now you're moving closer together when someone's moving closer to the other person. But I feel like this goes along with a deeper level of commitment, a stronger commitment that's coming along with this change as well. And with Temperance, that's the major arcana, so that's the main idea here. And I feel like this is all happening because of the patience that I'm seeing. I'm feeling that this is from you, that you've been like toughing it out and saying, okay, I believe that this is a good love, but you know, there have been some doubts, and you've just been wondering, like, is it worth it to hang in there? But yeah, you're gonna see the fruit of you having invested and continue to give your person the benefits of the doubt. Okay. All right. And they are seeing you on a deeper level, like with a deeper connection. That's what they want. Okay. Now for I was loud. All right. For work, career, creative endeavors, money, you've got the Artist. And this is coming through as Venus energy. Okay. So, you might have some Taurus in your chart. You might have some Libra in your chart, which are both ruled by Venus. But I create my own vision. That's what you're doing. And you're creating a vision of beauty. I feel like in the next coming weeks, in the next coming months, you're going to see rapid expansion of a creative endeavor that you have been working on, or that you've at least had in your mind. You're going to see it grow. I see that also with that Empress energy. Okay, so you're definitely allowing the artist in you and the creator in you to expand, and you're nurturing that energy. So that's really important to do, is to nurture your artwork, artsy energy, because you're going to feel very passionate about your creativity. You're going to feel more like you when you are exploring your creative ideas and those things that you've said in the past that you didn't have time for, but now it's time to make time for them. And so you're going to see that Spirit is going to flow in that direction where you have more time for your creative passions. You have opportunities that are going to unfold in front of you to allow this creative energy to expand and to share it with the world. That's what I'm seeing, is that you're sharing your creative endeavors with the world now. It may be something that you've kept to yourself, but now it's time to put it out there. And you may have been putting it out there, but this is confirmation from Spirit that this is your time to express yourself. Okay. Let me get some clarification on this. All right. Oh, Justice. Yeah, see, that Justice energy was coming through for your overall energy as well. And I feel like this situation that's unfolding, where this person's true intentions are being revealed, and it's like, it may be in a work environment, it may be for some of you a family situation, and for some of you it's a love connection that did not serve you, and so you have left that situation. But you are going to see that justice in your life, And by that moving in that positive direction for you, it's going to free up your creative energy. And so you're going to be really, okay, so you've got here, you've got 8 of Wands, so that's movement. So definitely expect new opportunities to unfold. And this is like, the way I see 8 of Wands in this case is like in a practical way. You're going to get communication from people that serves as evidence that you are moving in the right direction with your creative endeavors and with your finances. So opportunities are going to be available to you. You're going to get notifications and correspondence. It could be through email, text message, but pay attention to those things because people are going to be communicating with you regarding opportunities that you'll have for your wealth. You've also got 2 of Pentacles and King of Swords. So you're going to be setting some rules that help you to come into a state of balance. With that King of Swords, you know, King of Swords says this is what it is. And if you don't like it, sorry, not sorry. We're about to keep it moving, and this is how it's going to be. So you may have been in a very different energy in the past where you were kind of letting people take advantage, or you may have just not had the energy sometimes to speak up for yourself. Sometimes it can be exhausting to have to confront situations and to resolve conflict. So you may have just said, you know what, I'm just going to take a deep breath and keep it moving on this one. But now you're really using your thoughts and your words to make sure and protect yourself and your energy, and saying, you know what, it's time now for me to take care of me. All right, with that 2 of Pentacles. You've also got Princess of Swords, and so this is about exploring curiosity that you've had, exploring ideas and making decisions with that Justice card. Going back to that Justice energy, you're making decisions that are in your favor now, where you're putting yourself first and you are protecting your energy and your creative ideas and your creative inspiration. Okay? All right, group 1, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 2. Let's go ahead and see for your overall energy what changes lie ahead for you. All right, got a couple cards. Oh, material harvest. So that's like 9 of Pentacles type energy, where something that you have been putting your intention and your effort into is coming to fruition. So you may have felt in the past like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to see some abundance? But it's coming. Okay, so that material harvest is coming. Also the base chakra. So I see that correlated with the material harvest, because that's root energy, that's Pentacles energy. So this is confirmation that you are going to see lots of financial abundance and prosperity in the next few weeks and upcoming months. And also the material harvest is going to lead to more security for you in that root chakra. So you may have been questioning, you know, how am I going to get these bills paid? Or you may have been having some thoughts of, like, some anxious thoughts of finances and how you're going to increase your cash flow. So the changes that you'll see will help you to feel more secure. And that's going to make you just an overall happier person. But Spirit is also saying, don't wait until you manifest to be happy. There are things that you can focus on right now that will help get you to that place of complete manifestation as well. But this is what lies ahead for you, is this material harvest. You've also got the sacral chakra. So I always say what impacts one chakra will always impact the next. So this is more of that material harvest message coming through, but also about your creativity. You're going to feel more creatively inspired. And one thing that's for sure is that when you feel comfortable and confident, like with that root chakra and having more financial abundance, it allows the creativity to flow. You can't be creative when you're worried about your basic needs and how you're going to pay the bills and how you're going to make the rent. So when those needs are taken care of, that's when you can really let that creativity flow. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Now with this disruption card, Spirit is saying it's related to this one. Okay, so with that throat chakra there, this is a good thing. With this Tower card and the throat chakra, there's going to be a major breakthrough that you experience with your throat chakra. You're going to be expressing yourself more. There's something that you may have been holding inside of you, and it could be anxious thoughts. It could be something that you've been wanting to say to someone to let them know that, I need to say this and get this off my chest. And at that point, it doesn't even really matter what their reaction is. It's just a matter of, oh, I needed to say that. And so you're going to have a moment like that where you express something that has been needing to be said, and it's going to bring you a lot of freedom. And with that Tower card being there, you're going to notice a change. It's like this is a breakthrough where you have that opportunity and the bravery, the courage to say exactly what you need to say. Okay? All right, let's get some clarification on this. All right, yeah, so I see for that, that's what's coming through is that material harvest. So you've been working with that Eight of Pentacles. You have been working. You've been doing what you needed to do and putting forth the effort. And so that's why that material harvest is coming to you. There is a situation that you have been feeling overwhelmed, or the word anxiety keeps coming to me. Anxiety can just be worry. It doesn't have to be like a full-blown panic attack or anything like that. It may just be that you're having fearful thoughts or thoughts of worry about how to handle something. But with that Ten of Swords being there, that's going into this Three of Pentacles energy where this is the change that's happening. So where you have been worried and concerned about, I feel like it's been about finances for the most part. You're going to notice that there are opportunities to increase your wealth, to increase your financial stability with this Three of Pentacles. And so there is no need for that Ten of Swords. One thing I can say about each of the cards that indicate worry in the tarot, there's always like a loophole. So you don't have to feel worried. There is a way that you can hack your mind and say, you know what? I'm going to think positively about this because this way of thinking is not serving me right now. So the more that you can raise your vibration and shift your thinking from a state of anxiety to a state of trust within yourself, that is going to bring you to this place of Three of Pentacles. And what the Three of Pentacles indicates is that there will be not only opportunities for your financial growth and wealth and expansion, but also there will be support for you, because Three of Pentacles is about building and collaborating. So you're going to want to keep your eyes open for opportunities to collaborate with others and signs of support from the universe that come through other people. Okay, so it is safe to depend on others if they are bringing you some support or some sort of wealth, a connection to some wealth, as long as it resonates within you and it doesn't set off any of your intuitive, those instincts that say no, this isn't right. As long as that's not happening, it looks like there are some real opportunities that are coming through for you to collaborate with others and to trust someone and their willingness to help you. Okay. All right, let's take a look at love and see what changes are coming up for you within love and romance. I thought that one was going to pop out. There we go. Okay, so it looks like there's somebody new coming into the picture. You've got getting to know each other. It looks like there's someone who is, for some of you, they've been there, but you haven't connected on that level or in that way up till now, but that's the change that's coming. Divine, let me get some clarification on this change that's happening for group 2. Get some clarification. Okay. Oh. You got 4 of Wands. Okay, so we've got getting to know each other to the wedding card. Yeah, so okay. All right, so let me focus. I got excited. Spirit is saying that you're moving to a deeper level with this person. For some of you, this indicates marriage. For some of you, you're not quite there at that point where you would get married, or for some of you, you don't even want that level of commitment at this point in time. But this is Spirit's way of letting you know that we're going from getting to know each other to a state of celebration, a state of, the word that keeps coming to me is trust. Like, you can trust. You may have been very leery of people, but there is someone, and what I get is, and rightfully so, because there was a time for you to set up those boundaries in order to protect yourself so that you could do the healing work that you needed to do. It's very difficult to do the healing work that we need when we're constantly exposing ourselves to different vibes and different frequencies through lots of different partners. So if you have been taking a break, if you have been celibate, if you have been saying, you know what, I'm just going to focus on me, that's exactly what you needed to do. But what Divine is saying now is that with that 3 of Pentacles, that indicates support. This 4 of Wands indicates celebration and union. And it's a happy card. It's one of like coming together. So you may have been in a hermit state of mind regarding love, but I'm seeing that you are going to be getting to know someone on a much deeper level. And for some of you, this person has already been in your life, but you haven't yet connected on that level. And for some of you, this is a person who's brand new. Okay? Yay. All right, we're going to take a look at money, career, and finances. And this also includes creative endeavors. Okay, so you've got the strategist. So I can see that there's going to be some organizing, some planning. This is Mars energy. And so with Mars, that's passion. I feel like that is what's at the root of your motivation right now, because you had that sacral chakra card as well. So I know that that passion is igniting within you to do something different. I'm getting the vibe of change, like you're going to be shifting gears. And for some of you, you're just adding a layer. So you're still working. You may be working a 9 to 5. You may be earning money in a more traditional way, but you're adding the layer of exploring your passion and your talents and your creative endeavors. And so Divine is saying that with that, whenever you're adding to your life, it is abundance, it is prosperity, but sometimes it can feel like, oh, Chad, can I have a minute? You know, it's like you might have some of those moments where it's like, is this what I manifested? Yes, and it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be amazing. But in other words, what Spirit is saying is don't allow yourself to get to that point where you feel completely overwhelmed. And I feel like that is what that 10 of Swords was also indicating, was like a heads up. Don't let yourself get to that point where you are overwhelmed and just done. nurture yourself. So self-care over the next couple weeks and months is going to be extremely important. That Mars energy is helping you to strategize. So the plans and the passion that you've had, you're going to be putting a very specific plan with it. So look into different apps, and don't feel like you have to spend a lot of money, but different apps, or just use your Google Calendar, things that you can use that are very simple to help you organize. Use your little notepad to take notes and things that come to you, ideas for how to organize your time and how to get these things done. These brilliant ideas that are coming to you. Take notes or use apps to help you organize, to get those things moving. Okay, so from your mind to like the physical, where you're actually making these things happen. This says every vision has a plan. So the frequencies that are coming to you are high achieving, productive, calculating, which can be very good because we need to have that calculating energy when we are looking at our finances, when we're looking at our progress with our plans. Passionate, decisive, ambitious, and enthusiastic, but also systemic. So it is about organizing and coming up with a strategy that will help you to organize your thoughts and also plan out your time so that you don't feel overwhelmed, okay? And you've also got Prince of Cups, and that's about introspection. So Divine is saying that with your finances, with your wealth, you are going to notice that you are taking more of, you're putting more emphasis on the love of it. You're putting more emphasis on what it is that you truly love to do. What is it that you have a passion for? And once you're ready to act out those passions and make those plans really happen, you are tapping into your intuition to make those things happen. So pay attention to the signs and to the wonders that are going on around you, and know that you are going to have those dreams that are giving you information and deeper awareness of which step to take. That's why those cards are together. So when you're planning, and in those, it's like those spaces where you're like, well, I know that I'm starting here and I want to get here, but I don't know what's in between. That's that strategist energy, right? You want to strategize and bring organization to your ideas. But to fill in those gaps where it's the unknown, you're going to go within and use that Prince of Cups energy and tap into your intuition to guide you. Okay? All right, group 2. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what energy lies ahead for you. Okay, so you have been making a sacrifice, group 3. There is something that you have been putting your effort into. And I feel like for some of you, this has been a sacrifice of your time. For some of you, it's just been a sacrifice of your overall energy, and it has felt so draining. But what you're going to see is the fulfillment of your wishes with that 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups energy. This could be either one with this deck. But yes, you are seeing the manifestation of some things that you've been really setting your sights on. And the more that you enjoy the moment that you're in, the more present that you are in this very moment, the better this fulfillment of your wishes is going to feel. So Divine wants you to beware of being caught in that sacrificial state where it's like you are constantly seeing what needs to be done and what needs to be handled and what needs to be taken care of. They're saying to step out of that mode of constant obligation and responsibility and transition into that state of, oh, I'm successful and I deserve this. I am experiencing a beautiful blessing right now and I deserve this. Divine just wants you to be present in that moment. So that's going to really help you with these changes, these positive changes that you're experiencing. just to be in the moment and to enjoy that, to experience that. All right, I'm going to clarify these changes with your overall energy. Thank you, Divine. What messages do you have for group 3? Okay, you've got Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Ace of Swords. So there's a shift happening with the energy that you've been experiencing with someone that has been, I feel like this has been a person who's been not very supportive. They've been bitter. And that's coming through with that Queen of Swords. You're going to experience this Ten of Pentacles energy. Now, for some of you, this is where you are receiving an inheritance, or you are coming into some money. And I feel like there has been some opposition with that, with this, like moving forward with this prosperity that you're going to experience. There's been some opposition. There may have been like someone in the family that wasn't being very nice or wasn't playing by the rules. And Divine is saying that there's no need to worry, because you're moving past that energy. Like, that is a person, that is a being, and you are moving beyond where they vibrate. So you don't even need to really focus on that. Like, handle your business, but don't give them your time and energy, because you're moving beyond that. And what is due to you is coming to you. So you don't have to worry about that. This could be a sibling that you've been dealing with, or an in-law, or a stepmother, stepfather. I just feel like something got kind of messy, and there were some crossed signals, and just, it was a mess. But Divine is saying that you will get what you deserve, okay? Now, what's going to come about from this is, with Ace of Swords, this breakthrough, you're going to feel like this is a total victory. And I feel like you're moving beyond that energy of sacrifice where you've been putting yourself on the back burner, and you've been doing a lot of work. I feel like you've been working hard. But Divine is saying that it's time to rest, and that you're going to see an opportunity for rest when you have that and experience that mental clarity and this breakthrough with this situation, okay? So whatever sticky, icky connections you've been feeling held back because of, just know that that Ace of Swords is your breakthrough. And the abundance that is due to you, it's coming. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and pull for love. What changes are happening for you? Oh, this one flipped. Okay, so we've got very soon. Okay, Divine is saying pull one more from here. Okay. All right, so you've got very soon, divine union, and children. Well, isn't that beautiful? I feel like this is the whole story of happiness right here, of manifestation of love. So with this very soon, there is, I feel like you have been connecting with someone, but there's been a hesitation, there's been a delay. And that's what's coming through, is that Ace of Swords energy here as well, where there's a breakthrough. It's like there's a major change happening. And it's something that you have been holding on for or wanting. And Divine is saying that that divine union, it is divine. It is indeed divine. It's like when you wonder, why did it take so long? Sometimes we ask those questions. Why did it take so long for me to get here? But then you realize, oh, so that it could be this good. It's like that's why it took so long. It's so that you could manifest what was really, really, truly right for you. I feel like children are involved in this. If this is a situation where you have wanted children with this person, then that's for some of you. For others, what I see is that there are already children involved in this connection, or that there will be, but it could feel a little bit messy. It could be that situation with that Queen of Swords where someone's standing in the way, but there's going to be like a clearing of the path where either a court issue over custody is being resolved, or there is a situation where there needed to be more peace and time available to spend with the children. But something is being resolved within this union that involves children, whether it's the birth of children or a resolution for them and for their peace of mind and well-being. Okay. All right. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see here. All right. That's all that's coming through there. So Divine is saying with this, you've got Seven of Swords and the Lovers. So I feel like this goes back to that Queen of Swords. There may have been someone who was standing in the way with this divine union where, it could have been an ex. It could have been like some baby mama drama, some baby daddy drama, and it's being resolved. But I feel like there was someone who did not want this union to happen. But it is a divine union. So what is meant to be will always be. And it's like what's coming for you is the realization that timing was everything. Because it says very soon. And there will be resolution brought to this situation. I feel like it's been sticky for a long time. And there has been, with that Seven of Swords, I see conflict. I see it could have been some deceit. But, yeah, you can't stop a good thing. Something that's truly good cannot be stopped, okay? All right, let's get a message for the changes coming up for you with not love, we just did love. Money, career, and finances. All right, so you've got... Oh, 2 cards for Jupiter. Spirit was not playing when you had that fulfillment of wishes card, because this is all about success and prosperity and fortune. Okay, because Jupiter is the energy you really want when you're trying to get some money now. Okay, so this is looking good. Now you've got 2 energies that are coming through for you with Jupiter. And that's the overall message, is one of fortune and success, okay? But you've got the visionary, so you're going to have clear vision as to what's best for you with your wealth. I feel like there has been, because of this conflict that's been weighing on you, and because of this, this like weight that you've been carrying, you haven't been able to focus like you wanted to on your finances and on your career. This could also be a creative endeavor that you're going to be able to have more energy freed up to channel into this creative endeavor. But it says the world is filled with possibilities. It's just that you have not been feeling inspired by those possibilities because you've been overwhelmed. You've been overwhelmed. And so, and just going back to that 10 of Pentacles, that's family energy. There's been major upset with this family and money situation. So Divine is saying that all of that is being resolved. It's coming into a state of clarity, okay? And what has felt very heavy and where you've been feeling very burdened, you're going to feel very light. Your load will be lightened. Now, not only do you have the visionary, so you're going to see more clearly what it is that you want and opportunities for success. You've got the teacher card, okay? So you are growing because your knowledge is expanding and you're becoming more aware of who you are. And I see like sage energy where you have been studying and applying yourself, but not to the degree that you've wanted to because you've been so held back by these negative energies. And so as those clear up, you are coming into a phase where you are really focusing and directing your attention to what it is that you want to know. And so you're learning more, and then you're sharing that knowledge with others. So some of you are doing that through your creative endeavors and your expressive self. You may be doing that through social media. Some of you are sharing things with your children and knowledge and awareness and wisdom with your children. Some of you are doing this with your younger siblings, or maybe with your older siblings. Sometimes they need help, you know. They don't always have the answers, so sometimes we have to help them. But you are sharing the knowledge that you have, and that is going to be returned to you in the form of wealth. So I feel like on a very practical level, to make this very practical, I feel like a lot of you are going to now be taking other people under your wing, and you're going to act in a teacher mode. You may be tutoring, you may be doing tarot readings, you may be teaching a class or a skill of some sort, but there is some awareness, some knowledge that you have that you are going to gain wealth from by sharing it with other people. And Divine is saying to just let the knowledge flow. Let your wisdom flow. Don't get hung up on like if you start to let it flow and you don't see the return on it immediately. That will come to you, how to make sure that you fine-tune things so that you're making more money. But just express your gifts. Express the knowledge that you have and do it from a place of passion. And you will find that things will align for you, and you will start to earn more money from this endeavor. Okay? All right. And for some of you, you are in a career or on your job, you're going to be taking sort of like a leadership role or a teacher mentor role. So look for abundance there as well. Okay? You might feel a little bit nervous about stepping up to the plate if this is like a mentor position or opportunity, but it's going to be really good for you. All right, let's get some clarity on this. All right, you've got 8 of Swords. So Divine is saying to make sure that you stay open-minded, because with that 8 of Swords, sometimes you look at an opportunity and you don't see it as an opportunity. You see it as a burden, or you see it as like, oh, great, I can do this, but that's less time that I have to blah, blah, blah. So Divine is saying to stay in a positive mindset as you experience these opportunities of prosperity and abundance, because it truly is abundance. And you're going to notice more and more of that as time goes by. Okay, you're going to see these ideas and opportunities develop, okay, into something very meaningful and very prosperous for you. All right, group 3, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.